Hey guys, this is Laurel with the Dabbling Hook. How are you guys doing? I am tired. I'm tired, but I'm doing okay. Hopefully this is going to be under 30 minutes if I speak a little faster, because I have nothing finished. I have anything barely started. Yeah, the slow motion is still in full force, and hopefully you're not hearing like side noises. Well, you might, because Father Minion's over that way and his phone's on. He's a little deaf, and so his phone, he's watching something and it's on a little loud, and the AC's going because it is very warm but very blustery today. So we even had to take down our umbrella off the deck because it, well, we didn't take it down. The wind took it down because it went up and almost onto the roof. So it's that kind of day. I haven't gotten a lot of anything done this week because so by the time I recorded last time, I somehow pulled a tendon, I guess, in my ankle, like right on that ankle, right on that curve, the back of your foot, and it hurts like a mother. So I've been icing it and I thought it was good, so I went grocery shopping today. Not quite there yet, so it's back hurting, and now I have an ice pack around it again, so I'm hobbling. And then on Tuesday, I finally had my physical rescheduled and I got a shot, and let's just say it's been warm and painful. My arm looks like I have, like, you know, fake muscles, like I think I told Z. And just feeling it, it's still very warm. The whole area is looks like it's bruised, and it feels like I have a baseball under my skin, and I'm just now able to lift my arm this far up. So yeah, it's been one hell of a week. Minion 2 got another huge nosebleeds. Those are so vicious looking. But anyway, yeah, hope you guys are doing better than my week has been. What are we talking about? Hang on, my mouth is also very dry. We just finished dinner. Father Minion grilled, so we have plenty left over for tomorrow, so everyone can just chill and do their own thing. Yeah. So in the beginning, you would have seen, what would you have seen? I did, I think 2017 was, I don't think it was the year I first made bags, but it's when I got into a cycle, I guess, and I made a lot. Some came out great, some not so great, but most of what I made, I gifted. A few I still have, because some were boo-boos that actually turned out to be very useful. So this one holds my hooks and stuff. Chapstick, which I need to throw away. I haven't used that in forever. There are a couple of, what's down here? There are a couple of stitch markers, knitting ones no less, and just hooks. Right now they're mostly all my tulip hooks, and Z, don't be mad, but I think I'm becoming a clover girl. I am. So I used my tulips religiously, but after a while using it, I felt like whenever I started using it for a while, I felt almost, I don't want to say a tingle, but it was just a weird feeling from, I don't know if it was the rubber or I don't know what it was. So I started actually putting these little soft grips on them, you know, to help. I have a couple of them with grips on them. So now I'm really into my clovers and some of my extra ones. For most of them, I have at least 2 of each, because, you know, we never work on just one project. And then I have these, I don't even remember where I got these from. But yeah, that's what's in that one, and that was before I knew how to, I guess, sort of make templates out of the sizes that I use, or at least not make templates, but jot down the sizes that I like the most. So when I cut something, I thought it was going to become or turn out into one size, and it didn't. But it turned out okay because it's holding all my hooks, which is perfect. Just put that on the floor, and then actually this was the first one I made, and you can see the size difference. And it's sideways. So it came out way smaller than I wanted, and I used to carry hooks in here, but I ended up having to put them sideways, kind of angled I should say, because it wasn't big enough. But I do have what I have a and it's a little warm in here again because like I said, we just ate and the AC's on, but I've got the hot light on. It's just hot right now. I've got freight check in here. So this is basically my a little sewing notions. So these pens are heat, what do they call? They're fabric markers for when you're sewing. So you draw a line, and then they're heat, what's the word? When you iron them, the marks go away. I don't know if these are it's called threaders. I think I got it off Amazon. I don't think they're very good as far as writing. I have to like write over and over and over again for the lines to show up on most materials. I've also got some chalk in here. And before, I kind of do things a little differently, but in the beginning I decided the different sizes of box bottoms that I wanted. I cut out little triangles. I cut out little squares so that I could just use that for my templates. So that's still in here. And I've got a couple of bodkins to put drawstrings and elastics and stuff in. You could use the safety pin, but I like these as well. So that's in my sewing space in the drawer here. So that's what those two are. Long story longer. So yeah, those are just some of the bags that I made. And again, me looking at the camera, it's just not going to happen. What else? Yep, I think that's about it. It was just, I made a lot of bags that year. And that was just a sampling, and I don't even think I took pictures of all of them. But yeah. Yep. One of them, that green, almost tartany looking one. I'm looking at it right now. It's empty. I emptied it earlier this year, and it has other empty bags in it right now. Okay, so it's a little hot and I don't want to turn the fan on because I'm really close to it. What I'm working on. So actually, give me a second, I forgot it. Be right back. So actually, before I move on to that, a few people mentioned about the hat that I was wearing. This is my unforgettable slouchy hat, and I just went brain dead for a second. The brim, when I think the unforgettable slouchy was my first written paid pattern, and when I did it, it was with front post, back post ribbing, and this is my preferred ribbing now, either slip stitch or single crochet. So when I remade this, because I had, I started it last year, and it was in a bag that I recently just finished. What was I trying to say? And this is also some Isaac Mizrahi when he had his line of cotton. It's really a Premier. Is it Premier or Willow? Not Premier. I forget who, but whatever the company is, it's pretty much, it's the same yarn, but his name was on it and now it's not. But it's a cotton yarn. It's really soft. It's kind of soft like I love this cotton, kind of soft. But I use the rib brim instead of doing it the way the pattern has. So, and I did mention that one of the reasons it takes me forever to write a pattern, or so long to write a pattern, is because I change it every time I make something. So I decided to do the rib brim, because when I first did this hat, I wasn't very comfortable with doing the rib brim. So now it's my preferred method. So that's what that is. And I usually wear a cotton hat most of the summer, and the one I've worn the last couple of years all the time is my shell stitch beanie. And this is, and I love this cotton, and it's a, kind of reminds me of a pineapple, the colors and everything, but it was a discontinued one the year I bought it. So yeah, so this I wore all the last couple of summers, and now I have something to switch out with. So that's that. So what I'm working on, last time I showed the, probably won't make that 30 minutes after all. Hopefully I can cut some stuff off. I didn't get very far with this shawl I was trying to wing. The mojo is not, it's in no hurry to come back. But of course you haven't finished one thing or gotten anywhere with one thing, you start another one. So I was watching Crochet Rossetti. Hey Tracy. And she and, is it J Hook Crochet? They're doing a crochet along, and this year I'm trying not to do crochet along other than setters, which I said I wasn't part of, but you know, it's a hat. So I decided to, I'm like, oh, that looks nice. I can give that a try. I've got plenty of yarn to use to do it. So I pulled out one of my cakes mandala in Genie, and I started it, and this was one night's work. Or when I went to bed, I took it with me, and this is as far as I got. And you really do have to pay attention to the pattern. It's or the chart. It's not a written pattern, it's a chart. You have to pay attention. I messed up on one row, and I caught it the next row, so I only had to rip back like 1.5 rows. But yeah, you have to pay attention to what you're doing. But I decided to give it a try, and I don't know if I will continue because, you know, I haven't touched it in a couple of days, but I'm trying to get myself worked up to do something. At the same time, try not to start a million projects because it'll just add to my 20 odd whips that are here and there. So the other thing that I hadn't worked on in a while, and it's now a ball because I think I finished it last night. I don't know if I want to add on any more, but I was doing another double, it's not a double brim, it's a whole double hat. It's one I'd done for Minion 2 before. He likes to sleep with a hat on, even in the summertime, because his AC's on 24/7, which I'm told would probably contributed to his nosebleed. Trying to get him to put it on whatever that setting is that it shuts off, you know, once it reaches that temperature, so it's not on all the time. But anyway, the hat that he has, he wears it all the time, and it's stretched out. So I decided to make him another one. I think the first one I used, I think I used a Bernat Super Value yarn to do that. Did I double it? I don't remember if I doubled it. But this is Knit Picks Bravo Bulky in, I have no clue. Oh. Umber Heather. It's a brown yarn being blown out by the light, by all the lights. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't want to say tonal, but they're like flecks, different lighter flecks of brown in there. So I think I'm done. Once I turn it, right now I think it's like 26 inches, so it'll be 13 inches once I double it, or thereabouts, 12 maybe, losing some for the gathering. So that should be plenty of room for his big hair, I'm hoping. Yeah, so last night when I finished it, I hadn't brought my scissors with me, so I just need to cinch the top, cinch the other end, flip it inside itself, and hopefully that'll be done. That has been going on since I think the end of last year, so that will finally be done, and I'll actually have a finished item. Okay, what's next? Thirsty, that's what's next. I also last night was trying to psych myself up to do something, so I was going through my Ravelry library looking for an amigurumi to inspire me, and it's just nothing was grabbing at me. I didn't want to make another Amaneko because if I remember, I have to take a picture and insert it. The little line of, I have 4. I have 2 Amanekos, Theo the fox, and my polar bear. Is it polar bear? No. Panda bear, that's not really a panda, that I made out of all colorful yarns. So yeah, nothing's catching my interest right now, which is too bad. Alright, so that's it for sort of whips. And, alright, I think I want to finish in 15 minutes. I went to my Walmart to pick up prescriptions after my doctor's appointment, and of course you go by the yarn aisle. And I'm hoping that they are resetting the yarn aisle or restocking, because when you first walk into the aisle, everything here in the beginning was all the mandalas and stuff like that, and they've all been moved to the other end. And they did have a couple of new colorways of the mandala ombre, and my Walmart has never been you know, up front as far as being in step with the new yarns or carrying anything new and exciting. But what they have or what they've carried, they've pretty much been in stock, except the last couple of years. It's slowly gotten worse and worse, like everyone else has shown. But they do have some new things, and I will flash some pictures on. They had some summer, what is it called? Summer Nights, that it's one of the new Lion Brand yarns. I was surprised to see that there. Like I said, they're late to the game on stuff like that. And Peaches and Cream has, I think last year I had shown that they had the stripy yarn, which is just as soft as I love this cotton, as thin as it's a number 4, but I think it's more like a number 3. And they only had, I think, back then a couple of colors, and now they have a few more colors there. So yeah, and Peaches and Cream, at least for the stripy ones, has a new label too. And they also had some mainstay cotton that I'd never seen there before, and again, that one is very soft, nothing like the usual Peaches and Cream, Lilies and Sugar and Cream, those types. It was soft. It was more wearable soft kind of cotton, and it's a number 4, but again, a lighter feeling kind of number 4 cotton. So hopefully that'll show up on the screen. And then they had a whole area of empty shelving, so hopefully that means that they're bringing something new. Who knows? I doesn't look like they're really getting rid of it. It was just really sparse with everything going on for a while, so hopefully they restock. I did see that their whole ribbon section, which was very sparse for a while, has been fully restocked, so maybe that's what they're in the process of doing. Alright, that's that. And then I forgot again to thank you to all my any new subscribers who've come by, and everybody else watching who's come back week after week. Thank you for spending some time with me. I do appreciate you watching. Yeah, I know that we have tons of podcasters and new ones all the time to watch. So to watch. So I really appreciate you guys, checking it out. All right. So the last things I have sort of FOs. So for Setta's newest one, sorry, the arm. I want the yarns for hers to be out of one skein. I don't want to mix multiple skeins, because that means I'll open a skein and I'll have bits of, I'm trying not to do that. So I decided, I will try to dye. So it was half successful, I'd say, but this is what I came up with, and I will pop on the picture of what the inspiration, and sorry, it's being blown out big time. Let's see, that's a little closer. So this section here, when I first, you know, put the dye on, it was closer to that green section in the picture, but by the time it dried, it got very yellow, brownish yellow. And then somebody or something is banging out there. It's still very windy. Anyway, so the pink section, I think that came out really well. And then I tried adding the yellow for the bee. And this section here, I added black, but my Wilton food dye black, even when you first mix it, you can see the blues and greens in there, and it definitely does not come out black. Or maybe I haven't found the right consistency to mix, but it doesn't come out black. It would definitely, I think, break into blues and greens and such. So I tried amending it, and you can see where there were blues that broke in there, because I wanted the black for the bee, like the black surrounding the yellow of the bee, and that didn't happen. The pollen on the bee, that didn't happen. But overall, I think it'll work. Yeah, I think it'll work. I'm gonna cake it up to see what it looks like in a cake. I don't know. If it doesn't look too good in the cake, then I may give another attempt at dyeing. But yeah, so that's one finished object. And the other one, I was gonna say it was the last one left, but right before I right before I set up to record, it was purchased. So this was the latest scrappy bag, or the latest of 5. And before I even listed all 5, 2 of them got sold. So I listed the 3, and everything that's been purchased has been mailed as of today, but this one just sold. So, and you can tell the scraps from the t-shirt and scraps from all the other bags. My color palette right there. But yeah, and on the back, it has this very, I think, modern, that I think goes well with right here. And the inside of this one is just an off-white. Yep. And that's just what you saw in there is just stuff I include when I mail it out. But yeah, so it's a pretty big size bag, large bag, wrist strap. So yeah, so that will be going out on Monday, and I will just pop up a picture of what the others looked like that I listed and gone. So, and on that note, I really do appreciate you guys, especially now. You guys have no idea how much this means to me, because with my Yarny Mojo, just, I don't know where it's gone. It feels like it's just hiding away from me, like right behind my back, you know, peeking its head out, and it's teasing me, and it's just, it's not there, and it's a little scary actually, because I have never ever gone through that before. There's been a day or so where I don't feel like working on something, but never have I, like, yeah, it's quite sad. It's quite sad. So the sewing has saved my sanity, has saved my mood. I love doing these, but I said it does take a while to piece everything together, to do the whole putting it in together and amassing, going through all the scraps that I've amassed. Yeah, it's a whole lot more than I realized that I've had. So I do appreciate you guys who've purchased the bags. I'm so happy that you are liking them. I am having a blast doing them, thank the Lord. So last night I couldn't, you know, move my arm to do much sewing, but I did spend a good couple of hours. It took me way longer than it should, cutting a few bags, and I think I have 5 of them cut, hopefully ready to start sewing. I'm hoping tomorrow. Today I wanted to, but it just wasn't happening. So, all right. So, last but not least, for the, I reached them, but I've got a lot of stuff in my way right now, and you guys would go falling if I tried. I will insert here the winner of the book, the Granny Square book, and the booklets, the hat booklets. All right, be right back. Congratulations, Priscilla. That's awesome. All right, so send me an email with your mailing address, so wherever you want it to be sent, and I will have that off to you as soon as possible. Congratulations. I am trying to go through some stuff. Ow, my leg. I do feel a little decrepit though. It's like my left arm and my right ankle, it's that diagonal right there, and I feel hobbly. What was I gonna say? I am going through a couple of things, bags that I had sitting there for purposes I do not remember why. So there will be another random act of sharing happening as soon as I'm done going through. I have a couple of bags to go through, and we'll see, because it was meant for something and they're just hanging there, so I need to do something with it. So, ooh, I did do a lot of sewing the night after I got the shot. It wasn't too bad. It was painful, but not too bad. So I did started putting scraps together, but they're at a standstill right now until I can maneuver properly. So I'm watching the trees blow away out there. So on that note, I'm under 30 minutes right now, and hopefully when I edit it'll be less. I hope. I will talk to you guys next week. I don't know if it's next week, if my arm and my legs are not, my leg is not cooperating. I don't know. I'm gonna go have a pity party, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was gonna say I'm gonna go crochet, but that's not happening. I can't sew right now, so. Okay, enough of my moaning. I will talk to you guys later.